If the vehicle of democracy must run, there must be a wall of democracy. If the system has to run, if the system of democracy has to run, if the system of secularism has to run, if the system of this country has to run, there must be a wall of separation between the judiciary and the government. Where Annamalai is seen alleging a particular IPS officer for a crime, he has been acquitted from the crime by the judge. He has been acquitted by the judge in the particular crime, but Annamalai is given rewards. How ridiculous is this? Narasimha Rao stated that there must be a correct and cordial relationship between the judiciary and the government. But he was prompted. He was corrected. He was told that there is no need of cordial relationship between the government and the judiciary. So praising Narendra Modi has become a trend now. Praising BJP presidents has become a trend now, especially courts. Judges are praising. For the second consecutive term, when Narendra Modi's government came to power in India, systematically they have assassinated, systematically they have demolished all kind of enforcement agencies in the country. Say for example, let it be the examples of CBI, let it be the example of income tax, let it be the example of enforcement directorate, let it be the example of any other central government, NIA, let it be the example of NIA, National Investigation Agency. Whatever the agency is, they have made the agencies to bark to their orders. They have made the agencies to bark for their orders. That is what is happening in the country now. Adding insult to the injury, now to what extent they have gone, now they have made even the judiciary to talk in spite of them. Now even they have made the judiciary as a representative of them. Even some judges, we can see, it is pertinent to note nowadays, even some judges are praising BJP leaders. Before it happened in the case of Narendra Modi, as we could see in the history. And now it is happening even in the cases of state presidents. As now currently in Madurai High Court, Madras High Court branch is there in Madurai High Court. In Madurai High Court, the judge praised Annamalai, and he praised Annamalai stating that in the passport scam that recently happened in Tamil Nadu, the Madurai High Court judge stated that Annamalai is the watchdog of the democracy. Wherever there is a corruption, wherever there is a miscreancy, Annamalai's eye is there. So he is acting like a watchdog for the democracy. This is what the statement, this is what the remarks of the judge about Annamalai. Is it okay for a judge who is sitting in the court and upon whom the entire public, upon whom the entire democratic statuses have been built upon? What's happening in the country, even when the judges, as we could see in the case of ED, as Sanjay Rawat is getting arrested by the ED. And in the West Bengal, the Chatterjee is getting arrested by the ED. And even Sonia Gandhiji and Rahul Gandhiji are being issued summons, and they have been called upon every now and then, and they have been harassed, they have been humiliated, they have been manhandled by the ED. You could see in the Delhi streets. Now to the extreme extent they have gone, and now even they have made mockery of courts, they have made mockery of law, they have made mockery of judges, as they have made the judges to praise them, as they could see in the history previously when the judges praised Modi. Previously in the history, if you could see Arun Kumar Mishra, he was the SC judge, Supreme Court judge, now retired. When he was the Supreme Court judge, he praised Narendra Modi, stating that internationally acclaimed visionary and a versatile genius who thinks globally and acts locally. This is what the statement of a judge. Internationally acclaimed visionary and a versatile genius who thinks globally and acts locally. This is what the remark he gave about. This is what his thinking and his finding about Narendra Modi. Immediately after his retirement, what happened? Immediately after his retirement, he was credited. He was given an opportunity by the Narendra Modi government, and he was made the National Human Rights Commission's chairman. And he was given the opportunity. What happened to Tarun Gokai? In the case of Tarun Gokai, after the judgment, after the Babri Masjid judgment, he has been made the governor of a state under BJP's rule. Now they have made mockery of law. Now they have got the guts even to touch the courts now. The courts is the extreme extent of the democracy. The court is the extreme belief of the democracy. The court is the extreme hope, last and final hope of the general common public. And now what's happening in the country? Previously, when it was the Congress government, when it was the period of Indira Gandhi, when it was the period of Narasimha Rao, when former Judge Venkatachalaya sworn in as the Chief Justice of Supreme Court, Narasimha Rao, the then Prime Minister Narasimha Rao, made some remarks stating that there must be a correct and cordial relationship between the government and the judiciary. Narasimha Rao stated that there must be a correct and cordial relationship between the judiciary and the government. But he was prompted. He was corrected. He was told that there is no need of cordial relationship between the government and the judiciary. There is no need for cordial relationship. Why we have to maintain good relationship? Why we have to maintain mutual understanding? Why there should be cordial relationship between the judiciary and the government? There must be correct relationship between the judiciary and the government. He was prompted. So that was the period, that was the reign, that was the rule of Congress. And after when Indira Gandhi came again to the power, the late Justice P.N. Bhagawati gave some elusive remarks about elusive letter. He wrote an elusive letter regarding Srimati Indira Gandhi ji. He was also prompted. He was also corrected. And there was a statement made, there must be a wall of separation between judiciary and the government. If the vehicle of democracy must run, there must be a wall of democracy. If the system has to run, if the system of democracy has to run, if the system of secularism has to run, if the system of this country has to run, there must be a wall of separation between the judiciary and the government. And now what's happening? They have erased all the marks. They have erased all the lines. They have made mockery of all kind of rules and regulations in the country. They have gone to the extreme extent. Now they have touched and grabbed the judiciary to their low levels, to their own low levels. In the same case, where Annamalai is seen alleging a particular IPS officer for a crime, he has been acquitted from the crime by the judge. He has been acquitted by the judge in the particular crime, but Annamalai is given rewards. Annamalai is given good remarks from the judge. How ridiculous is this? So praising Narendra Modi has become a trend now. Praising BJP presidents has become a trend now, especially courts. Judges are praising particular prime ministers. So I would like to give a statement from the quotings of from where Justice P.V. Ramana, our CJ of Supreme Court, he gave a statement: the best judge is one who is less known and less seen in the media. This is a statement of Lord Canning. This is the statement of Lord Canning. The best judge is the one who is less known and less seen in the media. What does it mean then? He would maintain low profile just because he is honest. He will maintain low profile just because he is just. He will maintain low profile just because he is straightforward. But now the judges are becoming very popular. The judges are becoming very popular, especially in the arena of politics. Now towards what we are heading to? To what we are heading to now as a democracy. Now this is high time for us public to realize this. The entire act of Modi government is highly, vehemently condemnable. Now what they are doing, the systematic assassination of every pillars of democracy is vehemently condemnable, and they should restrain from doing so. If not, what will happen? What goes around comes around. Now what you have dismantled by your very own hands, this will affect you in the future. Once you are down from the power, again someone may come to power. It may be Congress, it may be whoever, it may be you, just name it. Who comes after you to power, they will do the same to you. What goes around comes around. That is what the statement I would like to make through this video. Thank you.